Hi, I'm Janet Savage, Master Hand Analyst. Are you a wealth generator? New to our gift markers series is a rare one. This gift is also known as the Midas Touch or the Star of Saturn. If you have it, your challenge is to live in abundance. I say challenge because, as with most gift markers, you may be reluctant to claim it, in this case, abundance. So it comes with a penalty to wake you up enough to embrace that gift of yours. Are you headed for fortune, that is abundance of all stripes, or misfortune and lost opportunity? To help explain what I mean, let's start with a bit of mythology of the Midas Touch. As with any story in mythology, most mortals who have wronged a god have a penance to pay. For King Midas, yes, he wronged a god. He was doomed to turn everything he touched to gold, including his daughter. He had great wealth, all he could possibly amass, but how could he live without love or sustenance? Remember, everything he touched turned to gold. Try eating an apple of solid gold. Not much sustenance there. As a gift in your hand, let's not wish this upon you. Your actual job, if you have this gift, is to turn what and who you touch into value for them and for yourself. But you first stop in claiming this gift to be able to say, I am worthy of living an abundant life. This is to claim your own self-worth. One of the deal breakers in claiming this potential to generate this wealth is low self-worth. Without this, your gift will dwell in penalty land forever. Sorry, that's just the way things work. So let's take a look at where it is in the hands. So here's a hand print in ink and then a live hand, and this actually live hand is my own hand. But I wanted to point out it's under the middle finger, the star is. This is a wild and crazy hand, this ink print, but it's under this middle finger, and if you can see very carefully, it's got to be right under the finger, you're going to see a beautiful star formation. This is the Star of Saturn, or the Midas Touch, or the wealth generator. And then you over to my hand here. Yep, this is my middle finger right here. Can you see the star? Look really closely. I'm not even going to draw the lines in. Just train your eye and you will see a star. And by the way, I've lived in penalty land off and on for a good part of my life. Got some good stories for you too if you want to go to my blog. Anyway, so there it is in the hands. So, of course, there's an upside. So if you have it, there's an upside. So let's look at the upside. Turn on that gift of Midas, and you become a conduit, a generator of wealth and resources of all kinds. To do this, though, you must enroll some partners. Good judgment, discipline, integrity, fairness, and commitment, primarily to your own value. So I'm going to say it again. Good judgment. These are your partners. Good judgment, discipline, integrity, fairness, and commitment, and that's primarily to your own value. Remember that self-worth stuff I just mentioned? So here are some specific possibilities for you. Upside, yeah, you can be a wealth generator. Literally, people who have especially the really big ones in the hand, they actually have an ability to generate money and wealth in their life and hopefully do it in a very integritous, fair, and disciplined way. An appropriate way, that would be another word to use here. So simple wealth generator, but what else? What else could you be using this gift for? As a resource hub. What kind of resource might you be? Emotional, creative, informational, practical. These are 4 different types of resource generations or conduits for others. And there are other factors in the hands, especially your hand shape and the quality of your lines, that will help you to determine the type of conduit you may be best at. So if you are already a resource hub, what kind? What do you find yourself offering to people as a resource? So that's just some things to think about. And yes, I'm going to invite you to visit the full blog post about this because it'll give you some more ideas about trying to hone your particular kind of Midas touch. But let's say you're not using it. Let's say you don't feel you deserve it or that you even are a resource generator. What happens if you don't have a lot of money and scarcity? Money issues is a problem for you, but you've got one of these stars in your hand. So what could that mean? Well, as I said earlier, there's a penalty that comes with it if you are not using it appropriately or you don't believe in yourself enough. So there's a pendulum that absolutely will swing back and forth in wide swings potentially and hit you right on your rear end, and you'll fall down, I promise. So here's the penalty if you're not using it. Too little, there's the cobbler with no shoes. That's scarcity, poverty, resources for everyone else but yourself. I also call this the worthless pauper syndrome. Yikes. And there's the too much, the miser. This is the other pendulum swing, who hoards or squanders his fortune. A life of meaningless accumulation that never fills the hole in his life. Remember Midas, who had all the wealth he could ever imagine and no love or sustenance. Very sad. So you don't want to be in that penalty phase, do you? So we want to get you out of the penalty phase, and I'm just going to remind you the first step, if you've got one of these, and this is actually for anybody who has so low self-worth, of course, but to say, truly believe I am worthy of living an abundant life. That's the first step. So, thanks for tuning in to our gift markers series. And you know what? If you want more details about the Midas Touch, fortune or misfortune, click on the link below this video and it'll take you to more details and stories and then a series of questions that I want you to answer for yourself to see how you can flip the possible penalty phase into the absolute exalted, full-on upside phase. Okay, so go ahead and click on that link. And if you want to work with me through your gifts and how they can support the rest of your story, visit me at handtails.com, and may you prosper. Again, thanks so much for tuning in, and perhaps we will be prospering together. Who knows? So you take care. Bye-bye.